I'd like to go over a few things that a buyer should look for when they're thinking about purchasing or bidding on a vehicle at Copart. Some things that might not be so obvious. One thing is title type. If you walk into your any local Copart branch, you should always review the title type before bidding on or purchasing a vehicle to make sure that is transferable in your state. Also is a run and drive. We have 3 different statuses for run and drive here at Copart. One is a non-runner, which means that the vehicle does not start. The second one is a start, which means the vehicle starts but it does not move under its own power. And the third one is a run and drive, means that the vehicle starts and goes into gear and moves forward under its own power. This is Neil Sharkey, our yard manager here at Yard 26, Philadelphia. Neil's been with Copart for over 9 years, and it'd be hard pressed to find somebody in a company that knows more about vehicles than Neil.
Following up with some of the things that Sean said about the run and drive and the title types on the vehicles, some of the things as first-time buyer to Copart that you'll want to take a look at is the overall condition of the vehicle. The vast majority of our vehicles that we sell here are in fact salvage vehicles. We also have been doing a lot of donation vehicles lately. These vehicles appear to be a little bit cleaner, the miles are typically lower, and they're typically on clean titles. Some of the things you will want to look for in a used vehicle, any used vehicle, is paint mismatches. It might have shown that the vehicle had suffered structural damage in the past. Another thing is indicator lights. When you start the car, the airbag light should come on, stay on for a few seconds, and shut back off. If that indicator light stays on, the vehicle's airbag has either been deployed or it is non-functional. In this particular case on this Lincoln LS, some of the things that I've noticed going around are typical normal things on cars. For instance, the clouded headlights that can be rectified with a polishing compound. If you come around the side of the vehicle, the overall side, there are some nicks and dents and scratches that are just normal wear and tear. We also put the mileage on the side of the vehicle, so if it does have a digital odometer, even if the vehicle does not get power from the battery, you can see what mileage is on that vehicle. So for a car with 116,000 miles, you also want to look around. For instance, here on this car, I saw some cracked paint, as well as chipped and flaking paint on the back. You can see that this vehicle has been scuffed in the rear. Other things you can look for are to make sure that seatbelts work correctly. If you see this vehicle does have 116,000 miles and it does show some wear to the driver's side front seat as well as the passenger seat. But overall, the condition of the vehicle is pretty good. This vehicle also has power seats. That's something that you would want to check and make sure that the seatbelts work. Also keep in mind, any vehicle that you do purchase from a Copart auction, you would want to have looked at by your own mechanic and inspected in the state that you're in, just to ensure your own safety.
We do provide third-party inspection services for anybody who can't make it to the yard. For more information on what to look for before bidding or purchasing a vehicle from Copart, you can go to copart.com/educate, and there will be a checklist for what to look for before bidding.